Our biz doc, Nick Bontis, back with us this week. And Nick, we're going to talk about the dollar dance. It's at parity, a little above, a little below. Is this good news for consumers?
It's great news for Canadians who are consumers, especially those that love shopping, because you can get some really good deals. If you like to cross-border shop, there's great deals to be had with things like clothes and shoes. And for larger investments, we always have real estate. Specifically Florida and Arizona, all they are doing now is having roadshow trips, believe it or not, in large city centers in Canada, Toronto, Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary, Montreal, and they're pitching real estate opportunities down in Arizona and Florida. So you got to be very, very careful.
I was going to say, is that a good idea?
It's a good idea if you do your research, because you're definitely getting the best bang for your buck. Not only is the Canadian dollar very, very strong, but they are actually putting deals together specifically for Canadians, so they're taking care of tax issues and mailing address issues. And more importantly, in the U.S., we're still having wonderful opportunities because they're still going with a lot of foreclosures. Real estate is still quite low. So if you do want to make an investment in that, winter property, there's opportunities to be had there. Where we don't have necessarily good deals yet is for books. You still have the Canadian price and the U.S. price.
Dichotomy,
yes, that's right.
Rubs us the wrong way.
Well, it's not just books, Connie. It's automobiles. Cars are still significantly more expensive here in Canada than they are in the U.S., even though the Canadian dollar is stronger. But hopefully, the inventory will reconcile itself, which means that if the Canadian dollar stays at parity for about a 12-month period, which could happen, we will get reconciliation in prices for books and automobiles and other types of things like that.
Now, is there good news for industry as well?
Well, it's
not really.
Good news and bad news. This is always good news, so we're going to turn it into a positive.
Let's think positive.
So we'll start with the poorer news. The poorer news was that because we have 75% of our business and industry in Canada exporting to the U.S., the U.S. is now paying more for those Canadian goods than they did before. But here's the good news. The good news is that this is not new. We've actually had parity last year as a Canadian, and 2 years prior to that we also had parity, which means that a lot of Canadian businesses, especially in steel, manufacturing, lumber, already had to work out that productivity gap. So the timing is ripe right now to buy some American greenbacks with those Canadian loonies and save those American greenbacks in a U.S. denominated account at your local Canadian bank.
You heard it. Get going right now. Nick Bontis, we'll see you next week.
Thank you.